efficiency. Pip and Emma, the high-speed diesels, were excited. They had been told by the Fat Controller that they were to bring a special visitor from London to have a meeting about money and finances with him, the Thin Controller, the Small Controller, and the other Southern exclusives, including the Duke and Duchess. They needed to stop at Barrow so Gordon could clear the line with the Limited.
We're here, Emma.
Emma was at the back this time, so she couldn't see ahead.
Tidmouth?
She said sarcastically.
No, Barrow. We need to wait for Gordon. I knew that. I was only joking with you.
Pip was about to reply when suddenly they heard a whistle.
Oh, hello there, Pip and Emma.
Hello, Gordon. I trust you had a safe journey.
Splendid as always. The limit is important, you know.
Of course, Gordon. Whatever you say, Gordon.
Meanwhile, at Knapford Sheds, Henry was taking on water for his slow goods to the other railway. He heard a familiar whistle.
Oh dear.
A sleek silver engine came into the yard.
Hello, Henry.
Hello, Spencer.
You can guess why I'm here. The Duke and Duchess are having a meeting at Timoth with a very important visitor.
So I've heard, but...
Yes, I expected someone has to collect it from London.
Well, yes, but what I was gonna say was...
Yes, someone sleek and efficient. Like me, perhaps.
Spencer! Pip and Emma bring the visitor from London. They should be by Barrow by now.
Who?
Pip and Emma, the high-speed trains.
A high-speed train? We'll see about that.
He puffed away crossly. Spencer had already dropped off the Duke and Duchess, so, being a private engine and all, had an empty schedule. He was soon idling in the station when the station master came up.
Sir Topham Hatt has just called. He says there's a shipment of goods that has just arrived. He was expecting them for tomorrow, but they've arrived early without any notice. They're due to go to Kildane. Could you take the train, please?
Spencer was horrified. He tried arguing, but his driver eventually won him over.
A goods train? How embarrassing.
He muttered with distaste. The ship that had arrived was carrying a large amount of liquids, such as milk, tar, fuel and oil. There was also some coal, planks and a bit of fish from the morning's catch, as the flying ship could only hold so much. Spence was backing down onto it, still fuming about that day's events. He was thinking about how he could prove he was as good as a high-speed train. Duck, who had just finished shunting the train, came alongside.
You better watch yourself, Spencer. I've heard you haven't had much experience with trucks, being a private engine and all.
I know what I'm doing. I don't need a tank engine to tell me what to do.
He said snobbishly. Spencer had had a good run so far, and was going as fast as he could to try and get his job over with, and prove he was as good as any old high-speed train. Pip and Emma were making good time. They had just passed Kronk and were gliding down the line at a speed limit of 80 miles per hour. Suddenly, the signal ahead turned red.
Bother! What's up, Pip? A red signal. In the middle of the main line? I wonder why.
They soon found out. A porter from Kronk Station came running down the side of the line.
We just had a call from Spencer's driver. He's derailed just past Wellsworth. All trains are halted for now, until he's been derailed.
He walked away. Pip and Emma were shocked.
The visitor! I know, Emma. We'll just have to explain the situation to him.
They did, but to their surprise, he wasn't angry.
No worries, Pip and Emma. Because of your efficiency, we're slightly ahead of schedule. Also, I'm not in any rush.
Pip and Emma sighed with relief. Now all they had to do was wait for Spencer.
I told you, Spencer, multiple times in fact, that you were going too fast.
I had my reasons.
He and his driver continued arguing. Edward arrived with the breakdown train.
Oh dear, Spencer.
He said, smiling.
What happened here? Got too big for your buffers again, didn't you? Ah, well, we live and learn.
Spencer said nothing. He was too tired to care. Eventually, Spencer was back on the rails. Duck arrived with a coach, and inside that was the Duke and Duchess.
Spencer, we are ashamed of your behaviour. We thought you could be trusted to look after yourself. You've delayed trains and made yourself look like a fool.
I was only trying to prove myself, sir. After hearing about that high-speed train and...
Oh, so you were being arrogant. That's no excuse for your actions, Spencer.
Spencer managed to take the trucks to their destination, when he was re-railed of course, and passed Pip and Emma on his way. Later that night at the station, he apologised for his behaviour.
I'm sorry, Pip. And you too, Emma.
That's fine, Spencer. It's not efficiency that matters between engines. It's what they can do with that efficiency. Agreed. Who cares who's faster, as long as you get the job done.
And so, the three high-speed engines talked about their adventures until late into the night. And, between you and me, even though Spencer seemed to have learned his lesson, I think he'll stay the same way. Don't you?